Hello everybody and a very good morning. Welcome along to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby and welcome to Sunday. Yay! Hey! Whoa! Yes! Come on! Yeah! Get in there! Back of the net! Woohoo! Yeah! It's a super Sunday here at Crafters TV. We've got loads to come over the course of the day today, including a brilliant masterclass coming up for you later at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then 6 o'clock this evening, 1 o'clock Eastern, we wrap things up with Second Chance Sunday. It's going to be a cracker, that one, actually, because we've got loads of great deals, including a lot of the launches and also lots of the clear-out deals that we've had this week as part of Sarah's Craft Clear-Outs. If you've missed any of those, then make sure you're watching, because producer Johnny has decided to stick them back in again. You know what? he's been here most of the week and he's gone, tell you what, those deals, we're having back on Second Chance Sunday, so that's what we're doing for you. We are here for Colour Me Happy, though, to kickstart your Sunday, ease you into your Sunday morning. Before we get into that, I must just tell you, if you don't know, we do have some discount codes for you over the course of this weekend. Basically, the more you add into your basket, the more you can save. Now, let me try and explain this in the best way I can. There are 3 separate discount codes here, okay? So if you add 2 or more items into your cart, you can get 5% off with code SAVE2. If you then add 4 items into your cart, you'll get 10% off with code SAVE4. If you add 6 items into your cart or more, you'll get 15% off with code SAVE6. So SAVE2, SAVE4, SAVE6, you can use each of those codes once. So if you decide that you want to shop in this show and you buy 2 items, that's your code. You then come back to Masterclass and you go, oh, I've got 4 items in my cart here, that's your code. You then come to Second Chance Sunday and you go, oh, look at all these great deals. SAVE6, that's your code. So those are the 3 codes for you to use there. You can use 1 of them, 2 of them, all 3 of them, or none of them. It is entirely up to you, but they are there for you up until midnight tomorrow. So lots of reasons for you to be getting to the website and using those codes. I've got lots to tell you about this side because we've got a daily deal drop for you, which is absolutely off the chart, thebomb.com. We've also got a weekend super saver, which I'll show you in just a few moments' time. But what are we going to be doing on Colour Me Happy today? Well, I can tell you, I am joined by, well, my absolute fave, TV wifey with new hairdo. Oh. It's the lovely Debbie Robinson. Don't think I didn't notice.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're curled. You've curled it.
Yes, I have gone out curly. I was curly yesterday.
Oh, I didn't see you yesterday.
Here, was you?
No.
So yeah, thank you very much. I'll take that. Yes, thank you.
Yes.
But yeah, and did you hear producer Johnny? There?
I'm not saying
Little devil.
Are you going to divulge?
I'll share. I had my dress. I'm going to blame my gorgeous George of the joystick because yesterday I had my dress on the wrong way around for 2 shows. 2 shows inside out. I did a Corin. I'm going to say I did a Corin.
It's worse than a Corin.
Well, I did. Why is it worse?
Well, she only did it for 1 show and she noticed within 5 minutes.
Well, let me just tell you, when I told George this morning, do you know what he said to me?
Yeah.
Debbie, I didn't want to tell you, but I did notice. And do you know what he did then? He went off back into the room and didn't tell me. He forgot. He just went out of his head and forgot.
What it was is because we were so close, because he was helping you out, wasn't he, getting your cable sorted, and it was so close to going live, he'd seen it and he'd gone, oh, well, I'd seen it, but I didn't want to say. And then by the time he was going to say at the end of the show, he'd forgotten, and by the time that, it just all went wrong. But none of you guys noticed, I don't think.
No one noticed. Nobody noticed. Nobody said, if they did, they were being too polite.
Yeah, let us know if you did notice. And you didn't say anything, because you're just as bad as George if you did.
Well, listen, I've got one of those T-shirt dresses on today. You know, the nice big baggy dresses.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. No layers. Mic in, mic on, all done and dusted, and it's the right way around. Just so you get that. But I can tell you, coming up today, we have got... Well, I self-label myself this, the Queen of Sparkle.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I call myself. I gave it myself the title. Nobody else is going to give it me. I'm going to give it myself.
I'm going to give myself a title. I'm going to be the King of Presenters. There you go. That's just what I call myself. You know what I'm out and about. Oh, hi, I'm the King of Presenters. Anyway, Queen of Sparkle, what were you saying?
Queen of Sparkle, we've got some amazing things on the show in form of our sparkle pens. We've got some glitter markers on there. We've got some fabulous dies that we'll complement and work with, as well as the stamps as well. But yeah, it's all about sparkle. Now, I'm going to try and keep this. Whenever I come and do a Colour Me Happy show, I do try and keep it more of a technique, kind of a based. way of looking at them so that you can get the most out of them, because they are fabulous pens that are a perfectly colouring implement, but they're also things that you can create, like your shaving foam technique with this one, with your sparkle pens, and then die cut into it, so you've got something really quite unusual. We've got some amazing dies on the show, Ben. We've got some amazing stamps on the show.
Amazing.
And these particular stamps were with the glitter markers in mind, and which is why we've brought them back as well. But of course, you can do lots of things with your sparkle pens, and that's what I'm hoping to show you throughout the show. I'm getting a little bit hot and steamy already. Woo-hoo! Just take the glasses off for a second, because I could feel them going. But it is going to be a hot, scorchy old day lined up here for you at Crafters TV. We're going to kickstart things with Colour Me Happy, one of my favourite shows of the week. So yeah, I can't wait to get ready. I'm almost but ready, Ben. So I'll throw back to you. I'll get myself all sorted, and then we'll get all sparkly together.
Yes, well, I will say a few of those, and I'll show you these great deals that we've got. Cool Cat Caitlin is with us on the socials today, and already in. Carol Williamson says, I love sparkles. Well, this is the show for you. Denise Mills is in from Trinidad. My Life as Honey says, I am so ready for this. Thea says, hoi hey, oi. Georgianne says, hi Ben and Debbie from Clearwater, Florida. Also the Crafters TV family and crafty friends. Lynn Harvey says, hi Ben, Debbie, the Crafters TV team, the wonderful social superstar and everyone. Hello. Hi to Sarah Brown, who is watching from Australia from her couch. She won the voucher yesterday, I'm being told, on Play Your Crafts Right. Just letting you know, says Lynn Harvey, I'll be watching and listening, but may not be able to comment much, as my sister-in-law is due over soon with her 8-month-old twins.
Oh!
So a bit distracted. Yeah, maybe just a tad. Marlene says, good morning everyone, happy Sunday from Florida. And good morning everyone, says Linny Jones. I spent the morning so far sewing a tiny quilt to go behind the beautiful Sassy and Classy stamp, which has a sewing machine on it. Birthday card for my fab sis, who is an amazing quilter. Mine is terrible, but will be hidden by the stamp. I'm sure it's not. Christine Mahoney says, already used code 6 yesterday. Knew it. And Alison Lee says, Debbie, love your curly hair. And it seems like nobody noticed yesterday, Debbie. Suzanne didn't notice. Sarah Brown didn't notice. Obviously, George is anyone that knew. She'll never forgive you for that, George.
I love that, George. You can get away with anything he can.
Do you forgive him, he just says?
I do forgive you, George. I do forgive you. You're all right. It's okay.
You're all right.
You're all right.
Despite what everyone says, we think you're all right, George. Hey, let's have a look at today's daily deal drop. So we've been doing these each and every day across the course of this week's Sarah's Craft Clear Out. Loads of you have already found this, and it's been flying out of the door. What a deal. Now, basically, what you're going to get here is our ever popular stamp and die storage folder. It's the small one, but these are made absolutely brilliantly. You've got a comfy handle there. You know, it's all made to basically take all of those stamps and dies for you, because these will get heavy, but this has been made to take that load. Beautiful feel and design to this. You've got the Crafters logo on the outside, and then you've got that zip compartment which opens up to your folder. There, you've got that ring binder design in here, so you can slot in your dividers. You can pop in even more of your tools in there as well, because you've got 2 elasticated pockets in the front. But we're going to give you within this deal a set of your magnetic storage sheets as well. So that's a 3-pack. So that's what you're paying for within that deal. Great price, $15.98 or $21.58. However, and I can't believe this, on top of that, we're also going to give you in this collection for free this die set. Let me get my glasses on here. Sorry, I'm stopping just a little bit because I've got 3 sets to show you here. So you've got your inverted stitched scallop square nesting dies. You get that, 8 dies, that's free. You're also going to get, from our Edgeables collection, the Congrats You Did It for free. That's worth $12.99 on its own.
Is this coming with the folder?
Yeah. And you're also going to get one of our lattice folding dies, the double diamond. That and that is yours for free. That's worth £30, $24, which is just unbelievable.
Wow! Is this today's deal?
That's today's daily deal drop.
Oh my days, now that's a deal and a half.
It is a daily deal and a half for your daily deal drop, but you've got to be quick if you want to grab it because it's only here for today or whilst the stocks last. I know loads of you have already grabbed it. Also, just whilst we're getting started on Colour Me Happy, I must just show you the Weekend Super Saver, which I know was flying out of the door yesterday. The Colourist collection from Spectrum Noir. This is phenomenal once again. These pen tints I think are absolutely brilliant. This is all about you getting into your alcohol colouring because you've got in here your tri-blend markers. 18 markers you're going to get in here. Alongside that, you've got all your colouring pages. You've got your how-to guide as well. But how amazing is the price here? It's 18 markers, but obviously that works out at 54 different colours, if you like, because you've got all of the different blends within those pens, your light, your medium and your dark. This would normally set you back £60 or $90. Just take a little look at that platinum price today. It is phenomenal. If I flip it around for you as well, you can see all of the different colours that you're going to receive here. You'll also get all of these images to colour in, to practice your colouring with too, and then all of your how-to included in there as well. If you are someone who is wanting to start your colouring journey, maybe you're already on that colouring journey, you've invested in things like our Academy of Colour, this is an absolute steal today, possibly as good as the deal we were doing earlier in the week with those tri-blend brushes. It's a marvellous set for that price. Do not miss out today. No doubt we'll touch on that a little bit more later on, but it's £28.79 or $43.18 if you're platinum. If you didn't pick it up yesterday, grab it today. And of course, you've still got those codes to use if you haven't done it already. And the thing is, you can box clever with this as well, because if you wanted to get the extra discount off on this, pop this in. You don't then have to pop in another really expensive item. Pick something, you know, I don't know, some pokey tools, bit of glue, something like that. You don't have to go overboard with the second item, but you will still receive that discount. That's flying out the door today as well. Something else which I know will be super popular today is this collection here. If you're wanting to get into your glitter and sparkles, this set is amazing because we give you a little bit of everything within this collection. You're going to get in here a set of your sparkle pens. So this set here is your Essential Brights. The three colours that you're going to get within that set are your Aquamarine, Pink Garnet and your Firefly. And I know Debbie will talk you through again the difference between your sparkle pens that you've got here and then your glitter markers which you're going to get as well. The glitter markers that you get within your set are the neons. I think they're my favourite because they just, I don't know, it just sings the 80s to me, the colours there. I absolutely love that. So you've got 6 of those pens included within that set. So neon violet, yellow, pink, blue, orange and green. Then we're going to give you a set of your stamps included in there too. That is your delightful butterflies from the resist stamps that we did. However, you will be able to use those to do all of your different stamping projects that we need to talk about. You're then going to get in here a set of your watercolour cardstock alongside your Nina cardstock, alongside your waterproof ink pad, which is in the Noir Black. So pretty much there, well I say pretty much, it is everything that you need to get started, to get playing with your glitter and sparkle pens. Should be, what, £48, $66, £24 today or $32 if you're a platinum member, and already 10% of the stock has gone. I know when we do these shows, Debbie and I, Debbie is fantastic. That's why they call her the Sparkle Queen. So everyone calls her when she comes in the morning. So, oh, there's a Sparkle Queen. There she is, Sparkle Queen. All right, Sparkle Queen. So everyone calls her it because that builder from Carlo's come back again. All right, love. Because Debbie always does in these shows lots of demonstrations for you, hints, tips and techniques on how to get the very best out of your pens. So that's what you're going to see over the course of this show. But if you've got any questions about these, you know, about your glitter markers, about your sparkle pens, anything that we've got on the show, fire them in, because that is what Colour Me Happy again is all about. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, get the questions in and we will get them answered. A few final comments and then we'll get going. Abby Rose says, hey everyone, I love sparkle. I used to have to use a bit of sparkle on all the cards that I make. Currently bulk making tags. Christine Mahoney says, hey, beautiful Debbie and handsome Ben.
Ooh.
Laughing Gravy says, morning all from a pretty warm Aylesbury. Colour Me Happy, my favourite show of the week. And uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh?
Stacey Hubble.
Uh-oh.
I noticed.
Did you see me tag?
He said, it was commented on yesterday, Debbie. Cute hairdo.
Oh, I let you off. Whew-hoo! Thank goodness for that. Do you know what? It's a good job at one of them dresses that looked like it were either way, because it was a see-through dress.
What? I'm surprised that didn't get commented on. A see-through dress? Whoa!
A bit transparent, as in that lovely voily. I did have a little slip underneath. I did have a slip underneath. But yeah, so it's a good job that... because yeah, it didn't know, it weren't too noticeable. I only kept snagging myself. I'm thinking, why am I snagging on my dress?
You make me laugh.
Thinking, what on earth's going on here? And that's when I realised, halfway through the day. Right, let me talk about sparkle paint. I'm going to talk about, now I haven't got one to be able to prime out of the kit that you're going to be getting. That essential kit I just think is absolutely fabulous. A starter kit, it's like a little introduction into the world, and there's lots of cardstock. I mean, we've got the watercolour cardstock in there, Ben, and the smooth one in there as well. We've got an ink pad in, and we've got sparkle pens and sparkle markers, glitter markers, proper title. They both offer you something similar, but just with a different brush and a different configuration in terms of the pen. So a sparkle pen, for all our new viewers, I'm going to show you how to prime it. I always think it's important to do this just because we have new eyeballs joining us all the time. So it's always well worth talking about how you get one. When you get yours home, and if you're going for that starter kit, you will do the same with those 3 colours that are in there, but you need to give it a good shake up. But before you do, there's like a little yellow, round the middle, a little yellow belly band. I'll hold it there, George, so you can see there. Little yellow belly band. We're going to take that off. And before we do anything, we're going to give it a little bit of a shake. Now, I normally do it before I actually put this back on. So I give it a good old shake up, giving the barrel a really good wake. Wake to shake. Shake
to wake.
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
What?
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Give it a good old...
Wiggle it.
Just a little bit.
I can see you wiggling.
Do give it a good old... What you want to do, because these are water-based markers, at the end of the day, they're a water-based pen, with the lovely ink. And when I say ink, this is like premium coloured quality ink with ultra-fine glitter that's in there. So you need to give it a good old wake-up, and you need to mix it all up, because the last thing you want to be doing is priming a pen when you haven't done this, because what you're going to just do is bring out the ink and not the glitter. So give it a good old shake, then you're going to pop the top back on. And I'll probably do this so I can so you can see what I mean. But at the very top here, this clear plastic needs to be on the top of the black barrel. So you just literally give it a squeeze down till it goes no more. This bit now will have a little bit of residue on when it's a brand new pen. So you're just going to give it a little flick. And then once you've shaken it already, what we're going to do is just take, I'll take a little piece there, but there's a couple of little push buttons on either side. And you're just going to go, it's what's called the capillary action. Didn't even need much there, did you notice?
Did you?
It didn't need it at all. And then you just literally prime that. Now, once the pen has been primed, that is it. There is nothing else that you need to do. Nothing at all, Ben, because it's all primed. Now, I did say to you that it is, let me grab hold of my blue blush for a second. Blue brush? A blue brush. A blue blush. Because it is a water-based product. So it does mean that you can move this. Now, I'm going to pop a little bit more just onto the top, because we are going to kickstart straight into this. And I did say, I'm going to try and get as many techniques as I possibly can.
Did it flow beautifully?
Flows beautifully. The coverage is amazing. Absolutely. Honestly, you've never known out like these pens. I was like, when I first heard about them, I'm thinking, what on earth can these pens offer for me? Quite a lot. Quite a lot, because I absolutely love them. And you can see the fact that it's, you wouldn't be able to do that with an alcohol pen, but with anything that's water-based, you absolutely can. And you can move that. Now, you're not going to lose the glitter aspect of it. It'll just kind of phase out. Now, I'm just going to bring in my heat tool. And give this a little blast. This is when I can't hear you, Ben, so you might need shout.
Where's your silent one gone?
I have left it at home. Yeah, I've left it at home. I have got one, though. I'm getting one for the studio. I've actually got one winging its way to me, so we can have one up here for the studio. A nice silent one. And it's like Jan's, exactly like Jan's.
Johnny's disappointed because he gets very excited with the silent
when Jan touches the silent one.
And now that you've got yours, he's disappointed that you haven't got it today.
No, I've left it in the craft room. I know exactly where I put it. I've left it in the craft room. Silly old me.
Quick question from Caroline Hanley, who says, Debbie, did you ever find that missing sentiment from yesterday?
No.
No? Oh.
Missing paper, missing sentiment. I tell you, I was losing everything yesterday. I was having, one of those days that I tend to have that happens quite a lot to me. But no, I didn't find it. I lost all sorts yesterday. But yeah, lost me sentiment, lost me... what else did I lose? I lost something else, didn't I, later on?
Your mind.
Well, I'm always losing that. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I'm always losing that. Now, I wonder if our George, my gorgeous George, we've got to forgive him.
Here he comes.
He's got to get back in my good books.
Right, come on, George.
So look at that beautiful sparkle and the coverage. And even though I've used a bit of water to give it a bit of a colour wash, you can see that sparkle is still even in there. But look how intense that sparkle is when you put your colour down directly. Absolutely fabulous. That's how you prime a pen. Very easy to do.
Yeah.
Just get off that excess ink around my cap there. Pop the lid back on. When you're storing them, either store them flat or store them upright. And when I say upright, I mean with your brush facing upwards.
Right.
Because if you have it facing downwards, what happens is all the ink and all the glitter seeps into the brush part. When you take it off, and when you literally that's when you'll end up with splatters everywhere, and people will often say to me, I've got a leaky pen. It's not you've got a leaky pen, it's just that you've probably stored it wrong. So that's all I would say to you, either upright or flat. That's how we recommend it. But if you haven't used it for a while, so maybe you put this down for about 10 minutes, you need to get back up and give it a little shake before you start to use it. And again, when I shake it with the brush upwards. It's these little top tips that you pick up. You learn from mistakes, believe you me. But yeah, so shake it and shake it right upwards so that it doesn't allow it to go into that brush, and that means then you're not liable to get the splatters everywhere. But these are fabulous brush pens, and this is the difference between our pens. They've got that lovely brush marker. So if you love doing techniques with brush lettering or things like that, then you've got the ability to do that with this brush. It's got that lovely fluidity to it. It can go into those precise pieces. So if you are colouring with them, and if I just take, let's take that stamp. I'm just going to go in with this stamp, Ben, for a second. And this comes in the kit. Is it the waterproof one that's in there as well, Ben? I'm hoping that's right. Which one is it that we've got in there?
The pad?
Yes.
Yeah, we've got what colour is it? It's the waterproof Noir Black.
Noir Black, lovely.
Yeah.
So I've just picked up my brown because, I've just said I can't find it. I've just seen it right outside of me. I'm such a silly Billy. But you're getting all that with it. Now, this is important when you are using anything that's water-based. You want the right ink to stop from any bleeding or anything like that with this. So this is why we've popped in there for you our Finesse waterproof dye, which is non-smear with any watercolour product. And the two products that we've got on the show today are our sparkle pens and our glitter markers, and they're both water-based. Yep. So that's the right one. Easy giveaway, little brush on there on the front of there, so you can see that you've got your brush, and it's that little clue. And the colour that you're getting is black. I've just used the brown. The stamp that you're getting is this one. So let's just stamp up that image for a second.
And again, I mentioned this earlier, that's from our Resist stamp collection. Of course, you can do those techniques with it, but I just don't want you to think that that's all that stamp is for, right? You can obviously use that for all your normal stamping as well.
Absolutely, all your normal stamping, because that's exactly what it is. Now, if I just grab a little bit of water and splash a little bit of water onto there, this is just to show you, and I do this, I do it quite a lot actually, but it's just to show you, I've dropped water, clear water onto there, and I run that around now, you can see nothing's happening. No. The ink's not moving, it's not smearing anywhere, and it does mean that when I want to go on then and start to colour, I can absolutely do that, because I know that none of that is going to bleed out. But of course, this is a colouring implement. Let me just dab a little bit of that up. Let me see if I can get a bit of that up just to show you. Just take the excess off there. There we go. And then if you go in, you can take a little colouring brush, because I want you to remember this is a stamp that you can then take and colour. Now I'm using that dark blue. Just because it's the one that I've got to hand. And then of course you can draw and colour that out with it as well.
Perfect.
So they're absolutely fabulous. So I want you to remember they are a colouring implement, but I'm going to show you through the course of this next hour and a half now. Goodness me, where does the time go?
I know, it's flown, isn't it?
Yeah, when you can do that, you can use this as a colouring implement as well. So it's absolutely beautiful. And then you can colour all of that image in. Yeah. And you've got some gorgeous colours. These are the beautiful colours that come with this. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful colours.
Yes.
You've got the aquamarine, you've got the macaroon, and you've got firefly, which are beautiful colours in themselves. And then you can do your things like your Resist techniques. That's the same stamp with the wrist technique there, which again, absolutely beautiful. That's those 3 colours, because I played with that earlier on. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And again, the coverage on these pens are phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, they are in completely and utterly water-based, which then means you can do all your things, like your faux bleaching, and all your techniques that comes with it. I mean, they're just absolutely fabulous. I'd love to hear from the people that have already got hold of sparkle pens and what they think to them. I'm going to try and, like I said, show you lots of different ways that you can use them. How you can use them for your mixed media with a bit of gesso, which I know you're probably thinking, what? How can you use a sparkle pen in gesso?
How can you use sparkle pen in gesso?
Absolutely, you can. I'm going to show you. I'm going to talk. You stay tuned. Stay tuned, Ben.
Yes.
So you can see that lovely faux bleaching. You get more of it on the lighter than you do on the darker, but of course, because it is water-based, you can then take in your water, and you can literally lift that colour. The longer you leave it, the more it actually picks up. So I'm going to do this a few times, but you can see it goes onto the kitchen towel, and that's all I've got. A bit of kitchen towel, little bit of brush. These brushes are on our website. They're Royal and Langnickel brushes. Lots of various sizes on there as well, Ben. And I'm just using like kitchen towel, and you can see that starting to lift. And of course, we've also got on the show, we've got some clear overlays, which I'm going to show you in a second, because they are absolutely fabulous. And then, like I said, keep on lifting until you get the desired effect that you want. And I'm going for a little bit of a atmospheric.
You're creating like a little it's very planety, that looks.
Yeah, I love doing this, and I love using this colour for this reason. And I've gone in purposely with a dark colour just to show you. And again, now I will tell you, you're going to get little inky fingers when you're playing with it, sparkle inks, and especially when you're doing backgrounds like myself. I do a lot because that's the nature of how it is. You know, the only thing I will say to you is that you don't like the inky fingers. No. Stick a pair of gloves on. Stick a pair of those, you know, the latex kind of gloves.
You can get the little finger.
You can,
as well, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And there you go. You can see that's coming together now, and I could continue to do that and lift it. I could continue to. Continue to lift that by popping some more water onto there. You can also, as well, talking of that clear overlay, where's it gone? You could actually use this. Again, I'm going to give it a shake. The difference between a clear overlay to a colour one is that there's no coloured ink in. This one's got your blue ink in there with the water and with the fine glitter in there that you shake up. In a clear overlay, it is just your fine glitter in the water mixture there. So again, you could do this faux bleaching technique with your sparkle clear overlay. But this one, I promise you, especially if you're going for that weekend deal, oh my God, Ben. You're going to be able to take, because you can use it on alcohol pens. You can literally...
I know, but any colour.
Any colour. I'm not kidding. You will turn any of your projects and add a little bit of sparkle. Not in your face glitter.
No.
A beautiful, fine, subtle sparkle. Well, I say subtle sparkle, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
But you can do the same technique with... I've just done it with a water and brush. Now I'm doing it in with me... just popped a little bit onto my glass mat and giving it a little flick, splash that around. And then again, all you need to do is make sure you leave it for as long as you possibly can before you actually lift off the colour. I'm going with a cleaner one, let's pop that down. Pop that across and lift it up. And you've got added sparkle now. And so you can see that lovely beauty. Honestly, it's just gorgeous. Look, it looks like a little bit of... In fact, it does look like the moon now, doesn't it?
Looks
with
like, it
glitters
does.
on there. But absolutely beautiful. I absolutely adore our sparkle pens. I will never, ever, ever, ever tire of using them, ever. But like I said, this one in particular, I'll talk a little bit more about this as we go on in the show, but this one's a really good addition, and I do believe we've got these on the show today. I'm not sure what configuration, Ben, but absolutely amazing. And can I tell you, I'm going to show you about your kitchen. I've been talking about it all the time that I do a sparkle show. I'm going to show you what you do with that when you've finished with it. Don't throw it in the bin.
Well, funnily enough, Shaddai has just said, keep the kitchen towel. Gloriousness to make flowers. When dried. Apparently.
So can you see mine? This is one that I did when I was doing some prep at home the other day. I think you can see a theme running along here.
Yeah, what colour did you use?
Colour. I'm not going to lie, I absolutely love this colour. It's one of my favourite colours, but this is a bit of kitchen roll that I mopped up. So when I mop up, I don't waste anything. And I've done it a few times, and you can scrunch it up.
Yeah.
It's nice when you scrunch it up because you add a little bit more definition into your towel afterwards. So by that I mean you can see it's all nice and crinkly. But you can normally split your if you go in with them. It depends on the on the.
Oh, like 2-ply, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I've got 2 pieces that I can now use to create using some. In fact, shall I do it now?
Well, it's up to you. Why not?
Let's get it done now. While I'm talking about it.
Oh, watch out! It's blown away.
Oh, is it blowing? That's my fan. I do apologise, I've got my fan on. So I would pop that down and I would use some PVA glue, or what, our tacky glue, but I'd water the tacky glue down. Now, Debbie, you have forgotten your other glue, you daft devil. What am I like? Do you know, today, I'm not having a good day.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah,
Tacky.
I'm just going to water this down though, because I don't want it to be thick. It's water-based. So you can add water to it, to water it down, to stick on this. And that's what I'm going to do for you. So I'm going to just pop a little bit down onto my glass mat, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of water. Let me get hold of a brush. Clear water though, Debbie, not blue water. So I'm just going to mix it up with a bit of water onto my brush, and I'm going to go across onto my sheet, and I'm using multi-purpose cardstock for this. Let me go in there, and because I don't want it to be thick glue. And when I say thick glue, you'll know the consistency of our tacky glue and how. I mean, it's fabulous. It is honestly fabulous glue, but I just want to give that a good coverage over, and then I'm just going to lay this down and scrunch it up, and then I'm going to paint over the top with said glue, so that it sticks it and adheres it down. And then you can literally crumple it all up, like I said, because all I want to do is create a little bit of a texture to it with a bit of added sparkle. So I'm going to carry on and then just cover over. Let's add a bit more glue into that mixture, because I think I've watered it down a little bit too much. There we go. And then just paint over the top. Now, you should know with our water-based glue, which is our tacky glue, it dries clear. So this will dry clear. So even if you do see some white splodges or anything like that, don't worry, because it will dry, and it goes nice. I'm going to say as it is, crispy.
Crispy.
Nice and crispy. Yeah. So we're just going to pop that on, and then we're going to let that dry off. Now I will trim all that down later, because that's gone a little bit over my card, but I'll just push that down so you can see what I mean. Make sure it's covered all over. You want to make sure that that's nice and stuck down. So those bits that you can see prodding up, just make sure you've got there. Now, already you can see coming together is a bit of quite a nice background, actually. Let it dry. So when you let it dry, Ben, and I'm going to pop that down to dry off, because I've got some examples here of ones that I've done, because I won't throw anything away.
Wow.
I won't throw a single thing. Now,
can I come and feel it?
Of course you can.
I want to feel the texture.
Because this is like a gilding flake. I've put some gilding flakes over the top of this one, so when it dried, I've popped gilding flakes over so that the gilding flakes have dried in. I've not gone mad. Can you feel it? It's like a textured cardstock.
It is, yeah.
And it's got that lovely, can you see the sparkle still in there? So that's one of them. This is a different colour. So this one, I actually added a little bit more sparkle to this one. So I don't know if you can see that, George, but can you see that lovely sparkle?
Really sparkly.
But again, this is just mopping up all the waste. And I won't throw anything away. Look, another one there.
Ooh.
Yeah. Look at this one, Ben. Look at this one. Look at that one.
That's amazing.
Look at the sparkle on there.
It's like a flower.
Yeah. You can actually add sparkle to it. Do you know there are glitter sprays and things like that? You could add extra if you wanted to. But when I said to you that I don't throw anything away.
And that is literally just what you've just shown us there, and then just adding a bit of sparkle on top.
And maybe adding some gilding flakes. When it's in its sticky stage, you don't want to be adding it on afterwards, because you'll have to start adhering it back down. While it's sticky, while you've got your glue over there, drop your flakes into there, and you've got yourself these beautiful backgrounds that have got, like that one's got that lovely flake. So don't throw your tissue away, save it, use it, and then you can, of course, you can die cut into it, Ben, which we've got some amazing dies on the show.
We do.
So you absolutely can do that as well. So there you go. That was a bit of a detoured demo there.
Detours with Debbie on Crafters TV. That was amazing. I must read a few comments, because there's been tons tons coming through. Loads of you have loved the sparkly demos. Shadiah just says, oh, let me tell you all, I'm back to the job tomorrow night. Grrr, I'm gutted because I'll be missing all the blooming fun in the early mornings. All shows only on my night off. Oh, well, at least you can come back and watch it, you know, watch it back later on. Not as much fun, but you know. Deanna's just with us saying, good morning. I've come to the shed to get messy, says Panda Crafts. Lydia of Aragon says, hello peeps, I'm watching from a beach in Cornwall. What beach you on? I love Cornwall, let us know. 2 Devon boys here, Devon Bays. Look at the state of Debbie's hands, says Caroline. Only been 5 minutes, lol. Bless you, lady. Debbie is the inky queen, says Shadiah. You can tell by her fingers. And lots of you just saying how you store your pens as well. Shadiah saying, that's right, Debbie. I have loads of glitter pens. I store them all upright in a beautiful tin. Love the sparkle pen, says Alison. I've had them for quite a while. In fact, I've got 2 Christmas sets which are well used, the best, and you need a few in the clear sparkle. I've got the sparkle pen, said Marlene. Once they're dry, if you touch the card, you've got that beautiful sparkle there as well. These blend beautifully together, says Lydia. There's so many comments coming through. So stunning, great tips. Never thought of that, says Shadiah. Love the rose, says Sensational Sky. And they look really pretty. Deborah just saying, amazing idea and no waste. Win-win. That is your starter collection if you want to go for it today. Really great because, as we've been saying, you get a little bit of everything. You're going to get your glitter markers, which I'm sure we're going to come on to in the neon. You're going to get your sparkle pens there as well. You've got the Firefly, you've got your pink garnet, and you've got your aquamarine. The stamps that Debbie was using, the butterfly stamps, they come with the collection. Plus, you're going to get watercolour cardstock, you're going to get Nina cardstock, and you're going to get one of your waterproof ink pads in the Noir Black as well. Sensational price today, £24 or $32. The layering panel dies we've also got on the show. Again, these, I'm sure, would look absolutely beautiful cut into one of those backgrounds. Maybe you're thinking of doing that tissue technique that you've just seen there as well. These would look absolutely beautiful. Lovely collection once again at the best ever price we've done these for. Yes, wow, I mean, look at the deal. Look at the deal. £16.62 platinum or $20.42 for all of these. It's a 60% saving. These are absolutely gorgeous for creating the most detailed, gorgeous backgrounds. The butterfly ones that you got here, I mean, you've got so much detail within the die itself, but then you've got the liftability here to lift out the wings of the butterflies. Again, if you wanted to multi-cut these, you know, snip out more components to use as embellishments or layer them up, you've got so much craftability within those. Then you've got the entwining vines. Again, absolutely beautiful. Maybe adding some of your gilding flakes to these would look absolutely stunning. You've then got the amazing peacock. This is the peacock feathers. Again, we saw that a little bit earlier on one of Debbie's projects that she showed us. They're amazing. And then lastly in this collection, how stunning is that? The perfect peonies. Done a lot of paper piecing projects recently. Again, that might be one that you might think about doing that with, but it's a wonderful collection, proving very popular already. All 4 of those, normally $12.99 each. You're getting all of those for just $16.62 platinum or $20.42. Don't forget the code as well. Don't forget that code. You've got 3 codes you can use up across this weekend. Basically, 2 items in your basket, you save 2. 4 or more items, you save 4. 6 or more items, you save 6. You'll save either 5, 10 or 15%, and you've got 1 each of those codes. So you've got 3 separate shopping baskets really to make and take advantage of the codes that you've got right there. Next up, again, talk about redonkulous, absolutely stupid. The illustrated animals, these are £15 each normally, all right? If you're platinum, $17, you're getting all of them for less than the price of what you'd normally pay for one. Absolutely bananas. £14.40 platinum, $16.80. The artwork on these is absolutely stunning. And of course, what you get with these as well is a die that is going to cut out a portion of the actual stamp itself to give you a beautiful 3D effect. All of these come with beautiful verses as well, so you've got things like Best Wishes, Welcome to the World with your butterfly. If nothing ever changes, there would be no butterfly. So that's the first one, called Welcome to the World. Again, imagine using your sparkle starter set with these, with this unicorn here. How gorgeous is that going to look in all of the colours that we're going to give to you? Again, with the unicorn, you get the gorgeous stamp and sentiment and the die then to be able to lift that off your project to create a beautiful 3D effect. The artwork on here is absolutely stunning. Dream big is that gorgeous elephant. Once again, the whole stamp there, and then the die to be able to just cut out the portion there with the trunk and his ears and his head, again, to create that lift, that 3D effect. Dream big. Also, one of my favourite stamps we've ever done. Without love, life would be irrelevant. I mean, come on. Who thinks of these things? Born to be Wild is that amazing giraffe. Again, you've got the die to be able to cut out the head of the giraffe there. So, you know, if you wanted to pronounce that even more, you could use some of your 3D glue or some foam pads to really lift that off your project. Born to be Wild and stand tall. And then lastly is your owl. You're a hoot. And once again, the die there cuts out that portion. All right, so the wing and the head. Again, you can really lift that off to create that effect. You're a hoot, thinking of you. And for a special friend, what an amazing deal on that. The artwork superb, the concept amazing. £14.40 for the lot. I remember when we launched these at the full price, and it was no more than about a year ago, and look at the price we're doing them for today. It's £14.40, $16.80, and that price will come down even further if you use those codes, of course. Now, we've got different configurations of your glitter and sparkle pens here. So if you want to go for the whole bundle, you can do. You're going to get 9 of your your sparkle pens in here, and then you're going to get 12 of your glitter markers in there too. So the glitter markers are your neon lights, and you're also going to get those cool elements too. And then in your glitter markers, you'll get the tint and tone. That's where the clear overlay pen is. On top of that, you'll get your antique vintage, and then you've also got the essential brights, which is the set which you're going to get in your starter collection. So that's the full kind of sparkly range, if you like. If you just want to go all out sparkle, be like our sparkle queen, that's the one you need to go for. $15.96 you'll save, or $21.76. Platinum price is £37.59, $50.39. if you're shopping with us in the US. And then we've also got, if you hit the Shop the Day page, smaller bundles if you just want to go for the sparkle pens, or if you just want to go for the glitter markers. You'll see it all there for you. But the best way to go if you want a bit of a taste of everything is the starter collection, because you get a bit of everything, and then you can find what you love the most and come back and buy more of whichever it is. Loads of love for this show. I always love a Colour Me Happy show, and I particularly love a Colour Me Happy show with Debbie, because as much as you and I are like, I do enjoy what you do with the products, and I think it's nice to see sort of finished cards made, but I think it's even more exciting to see actual techniques and what you can do with them. And I think Debbie shows these off absolutely brilliantly. Leanne will be so proud of you, says Carol Ann Debbie, for being frugal and not wasting your craft bits.
I won't. I don't waste a thing.
And Christine Mahoney says, I love me some sparkle. If you love sparkle, stick with us. We've got another hour and a bit to go with the sparkle pens. What you're going to be showing us next, Debbie? Well,
I'm going to try and show you lots of things, from splatter techniques, using your gessos, and we might have got some gesso in your cupboard. If you haven't, don't worry, because we have some gesso on the website.
Yep.
We're going to do some shaving foam. I mean, I can't do a show without shaving foam, because I absolutely love it.
You bought your own today?
I have fetched my own today. I didn't ask her for God love Ben last time. I said, just fetch it for me, Ben.
She messaged me before the show.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you maybe some, and do you know what? I love the salt technique, so I'm going to show you that as well. We'll probably do a little resist one too, so we'll have a little bit of resist. But I want to show you the kind of things that you can do, just by simply having a little play. So I'm going to do a technique that's what I call the splatter technique, but onto wet and onto dry.
Oh, yeah.
But you get two different looks. So I've got two pieces of cardstock here at the side by side. Again, great one for the water-based products, such as our sparkle pens and glitter markers. Obviously, for optimum results, our watercolour cardstock, which we've actually put in that pack for you.
We have.
But smooth is equally as nice. And I will show you that smooth card. I think, is it the Nina card?
Nina, yeah.
So the Nina card is an ultra smooth card. Are you sticking your finger up?
So yeah, because a question which came in, Stacey says, can you completely colour both sides of the watercolour and Nina cardstock? So both sides colourable?
Of course you can, yeah, you just need to dry it.
Yeah.
So once you've done one side, and to be fair, depending on the kind of technique that you're doing, you might get, so let me see if, I don't think I've got one now. I have, the one that I just did. So you might get on the other side, a bit of the leftovers. I can't think of the right word. So you might get that on the other side. However, if you're using the same colour, and I'm thinking, are you thinking along the terms of when you're die cutting flowers and you want the colour on the same flat side, you know, both sides? Absolutely, do that, but dry that stage off first, then flip reverse, then do your technique on there and dry that off, and absolutely you can. And you can do that on both. Premium coloured one would be the watercolour cardstock, and we do it in those packs. You're getting a 15 sheet starter kit, but we do sell them separately, and we also do a pad.
We do.
So we have a watercolour pad that you
We've got that on the show as well.
Have we got that on the show as well?
Yeah, I'm sure we have.
I didn't know that, but yeah, that's the other one that you could go with. And I think, is it 30 sheets? Am I thinking?
30 sheets in the A4 pad, isn't it?
Thank you, yes. So you've got 30 sheets to be playing around with there as well, and that's premium coloured, premium watercolour cardstock. So it's premium cardstock, which is going to be perfect for all your water-based things. But that's a cracking question. Oh, was it that asked that question again?
That was Stacey.
Stacey, absolutely. Great question. Yes, you can. You can do it on both sides, not a problem. Just make sure you dry one and then do it on the other side and dry that too. So yes, absolutely fabulous question. So, shall we do? Oh, now I could do my little water spritzer for this. Let me find my little water spritzer.
The bottom of the screen paper pad collection is that watercolour pad that Debbie was talking about. Plus, you get your marker one, and you're going to get some of your matte black paper pad included as well. So that's bottom of the screen right there.
Right, I'm just going to shake up. I've gone with one of the other colour sets that's on there. I think this is the Antique. Wait a minute, Antique Village. Antique Vintage.
Antique Vintage.
It's my eyes, and I've had them tested, and I'm still struggling to see that on there.
Ah, you haven't tested recently?
Yeah, but these are made for me close-up work, and I've got to go and get my second pair because they wanted me to have those dual ones, but I said no.
I got them.
Yeah, so because I've got a long distance. I knew my eyesight was failing a little bit. I knew it was going.
Mine's terrible.
Is it?
I went to the opticians the other day. Do you know who I bumped into?
Ooh.
Everybody.
Oh, do you know? Why do I fall for these daft dad jokes? I mean, really? Oh, what are you like? Right, shall we go and we'll do the splatter technique on the dry first. So this is dry. I'm not going to add any water to it. I'm just going to take my pens. I've been giving them enough of a shake, and I'm just going to take me. I've not had my Weetabix this morning yet again, but I'm just going to drop a little bit down first, and then I'm just going to do a little bit of a splatter. Just with a couple of little bits of the colour.
Love it.
Across there. Good job John's not in. I'm going on counter.
Oh
dear.
It'll come off all right there, won't it?
It's the counter's fine. I'll be able to clear it off.
Yeah, no problem.
So at the moment I'm just literally doing a little bit of a splatter using these gorgeous colours. So just got a little bit of the ink coming through.
Okay.
Splatter, splatter, splatter. You've got to do the little toe. You've got to do the little toe. I don't like this at home when I'm at home, when I'm in my craft room. Oh, Ben, guess what I haven't done yet?
Why haven't you done?
My Facebook Live.
Are you still not done it?
Well, I was going to do it in my second week. Well, because I had my first week off, second week of working from home. And I was going to do it. And then our lovely little Craigie, he did it on the day that I was going to do it.
Oh, Craig.
So I couldn't do it. And then I got my kit ready and I went to open my tripod legs and they fell off.
Your legs fell off?
My legs fell off. I was telling Craig the other day, I went, you couldn't make it up. You could not make it up. I was about to just announce that I was going to come and do a Facebook Live, and then legs fell out. So I've had to go and get another set. I've got to go and get another tripod.
Oh dear, so you couldn't just tighten your legs up then?
I couldn't tie them. Could I tie me what? My
Tighten
legs
your legs up?
Tie my legs up?
Tighten them up?
No, they fell off.
Oh.
They completely fell off. I opened it up. I'm like, what's going on here, like? Because it's a bit one of them selfie kind of sticks as well.
Yeah.
So I've gone with a different one, and it's winging its way over. In fact, I told Jake yesterday, typical, waiting all week for it to come. What happens? Got delivered yesterday when I went in. So I'm hoping one of the neighbours took it in.
Yeah.
Right, so it's gone down onto the dry. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just activate it again. And bearing in mind, some of this will have already dried, but you can activate it still. So can you see
it's
now?
Like a firework display.
It is, isn't it gorgeous? Ooh. I love doing the splatter technique onto dry cardstock.
Yeah.
I think it looks absolutely beautiful.
That's amazing.
So that's what it looks like on dry. And of course I could add a little bit more. I could go in and splatter a little bit more. Ooh, ooh. Ooh. Right, I can get carried away, so I'm not going to get carried away. I'm just going to pop that there. I'm then going to come in with the other one, and we're going to go on to wet. So this time I'm going to wet it first. I'm going to take a brush. I'm going to go all the way across.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of, and I'm saying water, I'm just giving it a really good coverage. I don't want it to be dry, I want it to be wet. So I'm going to go on and give it a nice coverage of water. You
Yeah.
could, of course, use your spritzers, and then we're just going to splatter that same technique.
Oh, yeah.
And you can see
Ooh.
the looks that
Yeah.
you get. Absolutely gorgeous. And I forgot to shake it, didn't I? So I'm splattering. Oh,
Oh, hello.
I know, isn't it gorgeous? Absolutely. Either way looks really effective, but I think you get two different kind of looks altogether. And this is the same colours. Look at this onto the wet.
Yes.
How beautiful. I'm going to give that, because I love that colour.
That
Look
looks
at how
great.
honestly, it's just stunning. Now, this is the two, so I'm going to give these a little quick dry off.
Okay.
So I'm going to give them a dry off, Ben. If you want to be reading some comments,
I will.
because I can't hear you again.
All right, well, I'll read some comments. Rhonda says, I have 2 sets of the animals. I dedicated 1 set using one on cookies. Gel food colour works like paint. Sorry that I don't have the pictures. Yeah, I would love to have seen that. Lydia Varrigan says, we're at a place called Portminster Beach in St Ives. Lovely part of the world. Love that so much. A Panda Craft says, I just used the gold sparkle pen on the watercolour card. OMG, it will be amazing with Nativity and Bethlehem. And Jedi says, warning, warning, my Lord Ben, keep your glasses on. Look, listen and learn. I know what I'm talking about. I work with the best ophthalmologist at the hospital. Wear your glasses, man. No, I do. So I have contact lenses in, like, most of the time. I mean, literally, if I did not have my contact lenses in, goodness knows what would happen. I'd be like Mr. Magoo. That's what I'd be like. So I've got lenses in. Then I've got me these are me readers for me. Short, me readers. How old am I? For me, short-sighted. And then when I take me lenses out at night, I've got a pair of what Debbie doesn't want to wear, the old man's glasses, the bifocals, which they say a lot of people don't get on with because people look in the wrong part of the glasses. But I just managed to do it straight away. But then when I had them fitted, they made me do like a test walking up and down the stairs, because obviously if you look in the you look in the wrong part and fall down the stairs. Yeah,
I think that's what I'd struggle with. I'd struggle with the walking down the stairs bit with the. Yeah, and no wonder they have to do it though, because I remember my stepmom Hazel, she was the same. She said that when she first had them, it were a really strange thing for her. But I just don't think I can get used to it myself. Now, do you know when you get this like crinkling with the heat?
Yeah.
Just turn it over.
Okay.
Turn it over, go back down over the area, and you can then flatten it back into shape. And you can also, as well, to get that back into shape, take your hands and your fingers and you can straighten it yourself.
Yeah.
Now, that bit there that's gone is when I had a bit of a pool of water in the centre of the
I quite like it.
So I just dabbed it with my little baby wipe there. But you can see, now they were the same colours and the same different, but that's the dry technique. That's the wet technique.
Yeah.
But the sparkle is equally just the same. It's absolutely beautiful. They still need to dry off a little bit. But of course you can use things like your, going back to the tissue again, if we took the tissue, you go back in and pick up the excess if you want to speed process that drying up and just go over. But like I said, you get it back into shape, and fair enough, the both of those are now ready to do a little bit of die cutting. Or maybe you could take one of the dies that's on the show, those fabulous dies, and you could die cut this into like a different colour and then use that as the background over the top of it, which I just think is lovely. Or you could die cut directly into it and then have a completely different look whatsoever. But the look at that sparkle, I don't know if you can see that, George. Can you still see that?
Here he comes.
Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? I absolutely love that technique. Now, of course, by doing the splatter technique, that's when you can roll it into things like your salt technique. Yeah. So when you do the same, shall I use the same colours?
Yeah.
We'll use the same colours. I'll go in with a smaller piece.
The joy of this as well, isn't it? Just creating unique backgrounds every single time. Like, how much fun is that? I just think it's great, never quite knowing what it's going to look like.
Exactly.
The thrill of that is
do you know what? That's what I love about these. And they're, like I said, these are a lovely pen, but let's not forget there's, techniques that you can do with it. I'll just splatter. Let me drop. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, I'm quite
like
into that one. I know, exactly, yeah. So let's splatter a bit on the onto there. I get excited when I get ink. You can tell, can't you?
Yeah.
I absolutely... Oh, I'm picking the same colour up. That's because I like that colour. I'm drawn to it. That's what it is. Let's give it a little bit of a... and I'm just going to pop a couple... In fact, do you know what? Let's just splodge it in. Let's not be afraid.
Let's get messy.
Let's get messy.
Do it.
I'm going to spread it a little bit more with a little bit of water. So I'm going to add a little bit more water to it. Okay. So Give that a little spread around. Already looking gorgeous.
But
we're going to get the rock salt out. So I've remembered my rock salt today, Ben.
Okay.
I've fetched it from me, from my craft room. Can you tell? Get in, out. Up it open, there we go. So let's pop that on. In fact, I'm going to go in and I'm going to chuck in the biggest chunks.
Yes.
Let's get that all down. And not be afraid to cover it as well.
Can I just tell you, there.
If you put loads on, you get a better effect.
Yeah.
Now you can do this technique with not just rock salt. Did I show the brand then?
That's all right.
It's fine. There's lots of rock salts out there on the market, but I am just going to give it a little bit of a wet as well, just so I can soak up a little bit more. Now, for this technique to work, you do need to let it dry. I've said this before. I prefer to let it dry naturally. However, I'll try and speed it up a little bit. We'll leave it for a little bit. We've got another hour, so we'll come back to it. I'm going to look. I bet before I do, I'm going to put it on and be a good girl, and I'm going to pop it on.
Put it on some tissue.
On some tissue so I don't get it everywhere, and we'll let that dry off and come back to that in a short while to show you what the lovely salt technique does, because already you can see, I don't know if you can see underneath, but already you can see that moving. And again, like I said, if you want to add a bit more water, absolutely do so. But let that soak in. Yeah. And already you can see what kind of look that's going to create. I think that's going to look absolutely stunning when it's done. So I'm going to put that down and let that dry off somewhere, Ben. And I'm going to have a little tidy up and a reset before we move on to his next.
Amazing. Sarah Brand is saying, I'm loving the techniques, Debbie's beautiful backgrounds, and Sandra Dundas. Hello, Sandra, hope you're well. Says, dab wetted card onto the splattered mat, Debbie, of course. I know lots of you will do that. If you've obviously got lots of the ink left over on your mat, you'll get your card down and create more of those backgrounds as well. Hey, we're really, really busy. Don't forget those codes. Don't forget the daily deal. If you have just joined us, we will remind you of all of that stuff in just a few moments' time. But if you have got items in your basket right now, it is a good chance for you to go and check them out. And also, if you've got any more questions, we've had some lovely questions today already, anything to do with like the card or the paper that you might be using, or the different techniques and tips, get those questions in on the socials and we'll ask them all in the final hour of the show. But right now, head to the checkouts and we'll come back with more in just a few moments' time. If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comforts of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. So, join our family of craft experts with live tutorials and demonstrations every day. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products here on Crafters TV. Get creative and craft along with our amazing deals. Your next craft project is only a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week or watch on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook or our YouTube channel. You can chat to us, craft along and meet new friends in our online crafting community.
You entertain us, you give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
You all had time with each other! You're not through to boot camp, get off!
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. So, stop what you're doing and enjoy the fun here on Crafters TV.
Loving all the techniques, says Jill. Adding cling film is also great, or screwing the paper up, then flattening it back out. Yeah, all fantastic techniques to do with these style of pens. And EB says, 5th time rearranging the scrap room. I have my watercolour out and I'm going to try that technique right now. Yeah, this is what we're here for. So you've got all these techniques that you can try out, and we're also here for any questions and comments too. I must just tell you, we have got some fantastic deals for you as far as our weekend super saver is concerned, and also our daily deal drop. The daily deal drop. We've been doing it all week as part of Sarah's craft clear out. Today's is amazing. The price on screen, right, is just here for you. You're going to receive for that price one of our much sought after, uber popular storage folders. So it's a small storage folder, beautifully made in our colours with our logo. You've got the zip pocket for you to keep everything nice and safe, 2 elasticated pockets on the inside, and then you've got that ring binder folder to pop on all of your dividers for your stamps, all of your panels for your dies as well. And talking about that, included in the price, we're also going to give you 3 of our magnetic storage sheets. Those already punched for you, so they can simply go onto your ring binders, and you can start storing your dies in there. For that price, that is amazing that you're getting all of that. However, we are not done, because I'm also going to throw into the deal today this set of 8 dies. It is our inverted stitched nesting dies. It's the scallop square. That is included for free. But we're not done there, because I'm also going to throw into the deal the edgeables here. This is gorgeous. Congrats, you did it. That's included for free. So 2 items for free. Want another one? Go on then, I'm feeling generous. From our lattice folding collection, you can have the double diamond for free. Free. Absolutely huge value for money. The deal is only live for 24 hours or whilst stocks last, because once we roll around to tomorrow, you will not be able to get it. We're very busy for this collection today, so grab it whilst you can. Also proving really popular is our weekend super saver, and it's again back down to colouring. It's our colour creations kit, the colourist collection, all about our amazing tri-blend pens. So if you've always wanted to give these a go, this is a brilliant kit to be able to do it. Normally you'd be paying £60, $90, £28.79 today, or $43.18. Beautifully presented in this sort of gift box. You've got all of your pens there. I'll show you the different colours you're going to get in just a few moments' time, but it's 18 pens in total, and underneath you'll also get a selection of your colouring pages too. 18 pens, but really, you know, with our tri-blend, you get the light, the medium and the dark of each of the colours within the collection. So it's 54 colours in total in all of the colours that you can see here. Plus, you're going to get 5 of these colouring practice pages included too, and you've got your how-to guide as well. So everything that you need within this collection. I'm buzzing about this today because it's a huge opportunity for you to try out our tri-blend markers, to try out our colourist collection at a really, really low price. £28.79, $43.18. This is our weekend super saver. Proved very popular yesterday, proving popular again today. Maybe a great gift idea for someone you know. Maybe the kids want to get into colouring too, and you want them to have their own set of tri-blends. This is the way to do it today at a really, really low price. Let's get back to getting sparkly though, because that's what this show's all about. It's all about the sparkle, it's all about the glitter. We've got the full range of our glitter pens and our sparkle pens as well on the show for you. This is the way that most people are going though, to dip their toe in the water with all of the sparkle and the glitter, because you're going to get a set of our glitter markers, of our sparkle pens, I should say, a set of our glitter markers. You're going to get some of your Nina cardstock, you're going to get your watercolour cardstock, you're going to get some of our waterproof ink, and you're going to get a set of stamps included as well. Everything that you see there, which should be nearly £50, $67, is £24 today, Platinum, or $32. If you want more watercolour cardstock, by the way, we have a 3-pack for you, so that's 45 sheets in total for just £9.50 or $13.50, normally £5 a pack. That's the price today, of course less wherever you are within Club Inspire. And if you're thinking today, I'm going for this and I'll add that, use that code that you've got. We've got 3 codes for you, save 2, save 4, save 6. Basically, you can use all 3 of those codes. Once each before midnight tomorrow. Save 2 if you've got 2 or more items in your basket, gets you 5% off. Save 4 if you've got 4 or more items in your basket, gets you 10% off. Save 6 if you've got 6 or more items in your basket, gets you 15% off. You can use all 3 of those codes for 3 separate baskets, but make sure you do it before midnight tomorrow when those codes will expire. Right, just checking for comments. I think we're all good actually. Lots of you enjoying the show. And questions, we have none at the minute, so we're all good. Let's get going over the sparkly side of the studio with the Queen of Sparkle herself. I'm loving that new nickname. What are you going to be showing us next, those sparkly ones?
I'm going to do a couple, because I'm going to talk about the glitter markers that are coming in your starter kit.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about your clear overlay and why I think you should have one of these pens in your life. Because these are absolutely beautiful. They are literally going to add that touch of glitter and that sparkle to any of your projects, whether it be onto things like, now last night we did a beautiful baby masterclass, and I had my lovely little coloured images, but I was looking at it and thinking I need to add a little bit of sparkle. You know what I'm like, I love anything that sparkles. Well, the clear overlay pen is perfect for that. So I've brought out my sample that I did last night, which was me little cute characters one on an easel, but I just want to show you that this is an alcohol marker. So I've been talking about them being a water-based product, which they're absolutely fabulous. And it's got that ultra fine glitter that's inside that barrel. Again, you're just going to give it a little mix up, but then what you're going to do is when you want to add that touch of sparkle, so I'm going to give him, I think I'm going to have a little bit of a sparkly little sparkly tiger there. Aww. Now it doesn't interfere or affect the what's the word I'm looking for, the colour. The alcohol. The alcohol. That's the word I'm looking for. The only thing it will interfere with is if I haven't stamped it with the right one. Now, I stamped this with alcohol marker pen, and I'm going to just bring it in for a second. Alcohol proof. So that's the thing it will interfere with. So always take note when you're doing that. But the lovely thing about this is there's lots of paper in the background, and you can do that and add a touch of sparkle to your papers. So I'm just literally going over the top of my little cute clouds there, which is from that lovely Violet Studio pad that we had on last night. And that is still on the website. And would you believe, Ben, 12 by 12? Yeah. £5.39, would it, Johnny?
For a 12 by 12 paper pad?
For a 12-pound paper. Honestly, unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable value for money, that one. Yeah. But this is what you can do. You can take your pattern papers and you can literally add that touch of sparkle to your pattern paper. And then, of course, your lovely images as well. Now, I'm going to be careful because I realised afterwards that when I did this last night, I didn't use, because obviously I coloured it in with my alcohol, but I used my alcohol-proof ink, and it does interfere. Yeah. It does interfere. That's why you always have the correct one for the correct job. But when that dries, you'll have this little hint of sparkle on those clouds, which looks absolutely beautiful. And of course then you can be doing it onto your paper. I mean, I can see that lovely sparkle now. It just finishes that off absolutely perfectly, including my little Tiggy Tiger. He's even got a touch of sparkle there. So absolutely love tiger. a tiggy tiger. But yeah, take your pattern papers. This is from our beautiful one that I just took my clear overlay and went over. I don't know if our George can come in. Can you see the sparkle on there, George? You'll have to tell me because I can't see from that camera angle, but that just adds that touch of sparkle to your coloured papers, your pattern papers, and it's not, like I said, it's not in your face, it's just that lovely hint and that lovely sparkle. And of course you can go in and add more, so if you're not happy with the cover coverage, you literally just go back in and keep adding to it. So it's absolutely beautiful. So they are a definite must-have in your life. Clear overlay sparkles, perfect for adding that little touch to your projects, and of course using it also as a paintbrush. Because and I'll bring back in these for a second. So let's bring these back in, and I'll give you a little quick demo with these. We'll use it as a paintbrush to draw out the colour. So what I mean by that, I'm going to take the, and I've gone with that starter kit again, Ben. So I'm going to pop on, get my sparkle pen ready as well. So I'm just going to pop on some of the beautiful blue. This is from your starter kit again. Taking your clear overlay and literally just giving it a bit of a colour wash. So it acts as a water brush. But of course then, there's nothing to stop you from mixing colours.
You're in your element here, aren't you?
I am in my element, yeah, absolutely I'm in my element. But again, taking the clear overlay, and I'm just going to go over.
Will that not, because I know someone will ask, will that not ruin the brush of your clear overlay?
And I'll show you why in a second when I get going with it. So let me just pop a little bit more down on there. Of course, I've already given this a little bit of a hint with a bit of helping hand by spritzing some water down onto it if you want to get a bit more movement with it. But you've got this clear overlay. Oh, I'm doing it again. It rolls straight across there. Doesn't matter, Ben. It doesn't matter. I love getting in a bit of a mess. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to pop that on, and then I'm going to use it. And again, you're probably thinking, well, it's a bit red. It's got, you've got a bit of mix going off there. Absolutely, that's totally fine. Let's give it a good coverage up there. And go back in with my blue one. And give that a little bit of a blend as well. Yeah. And then just go and, I mean, honestly, I love our sparkle pens, full stop. And then take that down. And now, you said about, will it ruin that brush? Yeah. Well, I'll let that dry off for a second, because I've got another little bit of a background. I'll just bring in a bit of tissue with this one, just to wipe this off. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a wipe down, or just a quick brush through. And it will go back to its natural form. Is that the right word you're looking for? Natural form. Let me go back on again. And then just keep on doing it until it's coloured down. What you don't want to do is you don't want to be dipping it into any water. No. At all. Now that's fine now. That's running clear again. Yep. So you can see now, that's my inky fingers that's done that, but it's gone back to its clear. So it's absolutely fine to do it. Use it as a water brush, it's completely fine. And then again, you've got yourself another little background there that you can be using for later on. However, look at all this. We're on about the mess. And Debbie's being a bit silly, because do you know when I told you about making sure that you shake upwards? Do you know what I was doing when I weren't talking to you? Oh dear. I wasn't concentrating, and I shook down. So what I've just done now is I've shook all the ink and the sparkle into the top. So literally, I have now. So that's why I would always say to you, don't worry about this mess. I promise you, I'll be nice and clean for next show if I've remembered to put me bar of soap in there, because I know what I'm like. Your bar of soap? Yeah, I go around with me imperial leather. It gets rid of everything. A multitude of sins. I don't mind getting inky fingers. I just say as it is. This is me. This is who I am. I've probably got a little bit on the dress because I am uber clumsy when it comes to crafting. But look, we've got all this on here on the glass mat. Let's not, and somebody did mention, do not waste a single thing. Get hold of your spare paper. Give it a little spritz, move it around a little bit more, and then just pick it up. Literally just go in and pick up all the excess, so that you've got all of this lovely background. There's some gorgeous colour there. I don't want to waste a single thing. And just give it a little spritz, pick it up, add a bit more. And of course you can, take your take your kitchen roll like I've shown you, and you can also use it. So we're not wasting a single thing. We're picking everything up that we've got on that mat and some more, because that's another little bit of a sparkly background going off. I like that.
It's very pretty.
I like that. But yeah, don't waste a single thing. Keep on going in. You can add more. You can look at this. I'm getting all sorts of colours now. And just by picking up all that excess ink, I've got a little bit of a blob over there, so I'll pick that one up. Dearie me, that were a blob. Whew, that was a close one. But yeah, I'm picking all the ink up, and I've still got, look at that. If I dry that off, I still can see the sparkle running through there.
Yes.
And then all that ink, and that's a lovely one, ready now for either a background, die cutting flowers into it, maybe using one of those dies that we've got on the show, but yet again, another background with it too, Ben. So pop that one down. I am going to speed this up though, and I'm just going to give that a quick clean, because we're going to move on for a second into those glitter markers.
Yes.
There we go. So let's just give that a clean.
If you do want the glitter markers just on their own, we've got the bigger bundles of the glitter markers and, of course, the sparkle pens as well. The glitter markers, it's those two. So you get the neon lights within the starter collection. However, you might decide that you want to go for both. So it's both sets there. You're getting 12 pens in total. Those are the colours that you're going to get of your neon lights. Again, 20% saving. Great price on these. £15.19 if you are platinum, or $21.59. Neon lights there is the violet. You've got that gorgeous yellow in there as well. You've got the pink and the blue. You've got your neon orange and your neon green, and you're also going to get your cool elements too. Within the cool elements, you've got that cool blue, as you can see there. You've got the carbon moonlit, you've got the silver, you've got your jade aqua, frozen lake, and then that midnight forest in there as well, just packed with sparkle, packed with glitter. And once again, these are absolutely perfect to add that sort of shimmering effect. You know, whether you're just getting these for sort of doing your doodling, lettering, you know, embellishing, or even more, because once again, these are water-based, so you can do a lot of different techniques with these, but they're super handy to have alongside your sparkle pens. That's the full bundle right there, the 20% saving at $15.19 or $21.59. But let's have a look at these with Debbie, who I know is going to be showing some fantastic hints and tips. Just to answer Katie's question, jam-packed full of colour, but then they're not refillable though, the glitter pens,
these
are they?
No. None of, so even our sparkle brush pens, that's what they are, brush pens, they're non-refillable. These are non-refillable. You can buy sparkle inks in jars.
Tubs,
so you could use those, and if you wanted to save your pens for the colouring aspect, absolutely you can. But I know not everybody can afford, we live in a day and age where, you know, we have to think about pennies, and I know not everybody can afford either, so, or both. Some people can, some people can't. So I just want to be able to show you, yes, they're a colouring implement, but you can still do the techniques that we show you, like the string pull one. Love that one.
Yes.
The straw one. I might get my straw out because I've got a straw today.
I
brought a straw today. The cling film. I wonder if our Jake could find me some cling film. Cling film's a good one as well, because that's a great technique.
There's some in the kitchen.
So we might ask him to go and have a little run in the kitchen so we can find that as well. But yes, now these are still our premium water-based colours in form of a pen. But the difference between these to a sparkle is the nib. So you can see that's pretty much a similar colour, not quite, because this is an electric pink, but it's the same concept. Can you see? You need to mix up the shimmering glitter that's inside here with that ink, and then you can use it as a colouring implement. Now I've already stamped this lovely stamp out, and I'm going to go in and colour a little bit of my butterfly. It's still got some shimmering, beautiful sparkle in here, which means, honestly, I love these as well, and I adore these. You can still do a couple of techniques, not as many as you can with your sparkle pens, but you can still do a couple because they are water-based. Let's go in with shall we have a pink and... let's go in lemon. I say lemon, it's neon yellow.
Neon yellow.
Yeah, so I'm going to go in, and then we're going to just do this. Now, forgot the main thing. You get these home. When you've got them at home, there'll be a white nib.
Pump it up.
Pump it up, yes. So you give it a shake, mix it all up, give it a good old shake, and then you need to pump it through. So you just give it a little pump up and down, I'm just going to go that's it, thank you. Up and down till the ink and the glitter comes through, and then there you go, and it's all good to go, ready to go. Perfect for writing, so you can write with it as well, and you get that lovely shimmering sparkle through there. Always love using these. Colour with them, like I'm just going to show you now. Again, go back in with the colouring, but they are water-based, and I'm not going to spend too much time on them because they're absolutely fabulous, and we do have dedicated shows with these. But you can see, in fact, if I do it on a... wonder if we can come in a bit close there, George. Can you get in close?
In he comes.
Can you
Oh
see
yeah, that
lovely
looks
sparkle?
amazing.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
If I just... oh, I'll go there. There we go. A beautiful sparkle.
Ooh, yes.
Absolutely gorgeous. But they are water-based. So I think what I'll do is I'm just gonna throw it out there, Ben. Let's just get it in. Let's get it in there. Let's give him a real good old shake.
Jake's on a cling film mission.
Is he on the cling film?
There's
look?
got to be some in the kitchen, hasn't there?
There's got to be. There's got to be.
Gotta
Yeah,
have some cling
absolutely. So these are water-based as well. So let's just go in, and I don't mind
what are you
doing
doing?
this. Well, I know I'm spoiling my lovely butterfly design, which I wouldn't normally do. And I would normally get a piece of cardstock, but I can see the time. I mean, I say 2 hours. I always think 2 hours. How am I going to fill 2 hours with sparkle
It's flown
pens?
over, hasn't
It flies by. It goes too quick, Ben. It's far too quick for me.
Because you're having so much fun, you're in your element.
Well, I am in my element because I could, in fact, sometimes I think, should I do a Facebook Live on my sparkles?
Yes.
Because I could literally spend ages in there.
Once you tighten your legs.
Once I've tightened my legs. Well, I can't reattach them, that's for sure. They just fell off. I clicked the button, I spread them open, and they just dropped off. I was like, what on earth? What on earth? I've tried, Johnny. It's the plastic. But honestly, it's fallen off. Wait till I show you. Right, so I've got my splatters all over, water-based. So all those techniques that I showed you earlier, you can create beautiful backgrounds with. And if you want to go back in, you can add a little bit more. Don't go into the water though, because you don't want to, what's the word? You don't want to damage your nib of your pen. You don't want to, so, squirt it right way, Debbie. Nearly had your eye out. But again, just do that with it, and let me just give that a quick blast with my heat gun again. Because again, you can create beautiful backgrounds with it as well. And I mean, even although I coloured that one in, I think sometimes that can look quite abstract, but looks really lovely.
I really like it.
Yeah,
Love
absolutely.
it.
And you'll see the shimmer and the sparkle in a moment when I've dried this off, because you don't lose any of it. Even though I've added the water to it, it is water-based. So it does mean that you can do a couple of those techniques that I've shown you with these pens, so you can get that firework display going off. And again, looks absolutely fabulous. Let me just bring it in, as always, a bit heavy-handed with water. There we go.
A few of you just saying how much you're loving the demos. I'm going to do bubble wrap, says Panda Crafts.
Bubble wrap, I love bubble wrap.
I've never seen that before.
So now that is one thing I don't know if we have got, but yeah, I do a lot of bubble wrap, and I
You
like.
must have bubble wrap.
We've got to have some bubble wrap. Surely we've got to have some. Do you know, I usually carry it in me. Jake, poor Jake.
Still trying to find the cling film.
Yeah, bubble wrap's another fantastic one. Absolutely. Whoever said mention that.
That was Panda
absolutely
Crafts.
fantastic. That's a great one as well.
Yeah.
Because bubble wrap, you get a completely different look.
Here he comes.
You
can ask him for the next thing.
So, let me ask him. So do you know we, obviously we have a lot of things delivered here. Do we have any bubble wrap at all? Anywhere? Look at size of this. Oh my God,
That's
I
big
love
sandwiches there, isn't there?
Oh my God, I hope Christina's not watching. We will put it back. We will, I say we, the royal we. Our lovely Jake will put that back for
Are
me
you going to
later.
have time to do all these demos? Because you've got to do the shaving foam one as well, haven't you?
Honestly, yeah, the quick 2 minute things.
Okay.
But look, can you get in close again, George? Can you see the sparkle?
Oh, yeah, you can.
The shimmering sparkle.
Yeah, especially in that orange.
There. And even that looks beautiful with that lovely technique of just stamping on. And that's the beautiful thing about having the right ink pad. It's not bled, it's not moved, it hasn't spread anywhere, and it means that I can do these kind of things, as well as course of colouring. And have you noticed that's not moved?
Yeah, oh, yes.
So even though I squirted water, it's not moved, it's just allowed me to do it. So you could colour all that image in and then do your background. Looks absolutely beautiful. And then again, another way that you can use that. Now, I'm going to get ready with my cling film because
That is the biggest roll of cling film I have ever seen. It's like industrial size.
Oh my God, it's amazing though. It's
could wrap you
amazing.
up
I'm
in that.
just gonna tear a bit off because I don't need that much.
Yeah. Oh, and he's got some bubble wrap as
Oh,
well.
has
Look
he got
at
the
him.
bubble wrap? Isn't he amazing?
Employee
Where
of the
have you got
day.
the bubble wrap from? He is an absolute diamond.
Oh,
he
Jake,
is.
by the way, we also need... No, I'm only joking. I thought you were going to punch me then.
Now, there's a couple of things that you can do with your bubble wrap and your cling film. So, first of all, I need a little bit of a sparkly background. So, let's go in with, what colours shall we use? Oh, I'll go with dark ones.
Just a quick question.
Of course you
Because I'm sorry, Marlene, I've missed this. Apparently, you've asked this question a few times. So, is there a certain amount of the sparkle which will come off? Because Marlene says, if you touch my cards where I've used the sparkle, it sometimes comes off on my fingers. Any idea why? Is that overusing the pen or...?
It's because there's quite a lot of the I'm going to call it a microfine glitter, ultrafine glitter that's in there, and it can come off if you rub it. But I mean, I'm not going to lie, I don't go around rubbing my cards. I make them and put them on. However, there is a solution to that, and it is in the form of
cling film. No? Ah, yes.
Seal it with the shine.
Yeah.
So this is called spray and shine, and you can seal over the top of your project and nothing's going to come off because it gives it a lovely varnish. You don't lose the sparkle, but that one's absolutely fabulous to use over the top of it. It's in a green top and absolutely amazing. Now, I know over in our stateside you can only get that through HSM, is that right? Your shops out there?
Potentially, there's similar
because
things
we
in
can't
the shops
transport it
out
out.
there, yeah.
It's an aerosol, so we can't do that. But yes, over here in the UK, you can pick that up on our website, no problem. I'm going to do a little bit of the dropping down of... Oh,
blimey, missus.
isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Though? This is the... I'm thinking this is the autumnal colours. I'll have a little look.
What technique are you doing here?
I'm going to put the cling film down.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm going to pop on, and again, I'm going to splodge it. Let's just splodge it on.
Splodge
Jenny.
it on.
Don't be afraid. Let's just splodge it on. I've got a bit of green over there. There we go. Splodge, splodge, splodge. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of an extra water. Now, I'm probably going to have to show you this later on today, when it's dried off.
Oh, so you wrap it and leave it, do you?
Yeah. So what you can do is you can, and I like to screw mine up. So there's no rhyme. You're not going to put cling film right over the top.
No.
You get no look whatsoever. So you want to give it a good old crinkle, the best way that you can, and screw it all up.
Yeah.
So you've got lots of like veinings in, but you can do it when it's on the card. So if I just come in and literally, let's give this a little old fiddle around, give it a good old scrunch. And what you're going to do is, when it's all scrunched up, you're going to let that soak in and then let it dry and then come back to it. And again, I want to make sure I've got quite a nice bit of, like a vein. It's like almost like veins running through it, but looks really fabulous.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to do that and I'm going to seal it all up. Give it a good old push down.
Just Sandra Rushton's watching today.
Is she?
She just says...
Our lovely Sandra. Oh.
She says, I love spray and shine. She says, I fix lots of my artwork with it. Plus, it looks great if you ink over it once dry.
Yeah.
That's from Sandra. Hello.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love Sandra.
Yeah.
I can't believe she's watching, bless her.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, now can you see all those veins are running through there? I'm going to leave that now and we'll come back to that later on today. So you might have to tune into one of the later shows because it won't be dry for the end of the show, I promise. It won't be dry. But the effect that you get, and the more you can crinkle it up, the better the look. Now, if you wanted to do the bubble wrap technique, so let me put that down there with me, let's go over the salt one.
Okay.
Let's, I'll keep it the same colours because we've got, a bit of time.
Never seen the bubble
now
wrap
with your
one.
bubble wrap, this is when you can take it and either pop it onto your glass mat, pick it up and then pop it down.
Yeah.
So I think I'll do that first. So let's pop in a few of those colours. Use your glass mat. Your glass mat acts as a palette. And it wipes clean.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it wipes clean. But again, you can go in. Now, you could have done the same technique where you put it onto there and then lift it off and it creates a different technique. But you can also go in with your bubble wrap. And I like the big, I'm not going to lie, I like the big bubble wrap. I prefer bigger bubble wrap when you do this, but you can go down.
Oh, cool.
And you can create techniques.
That's really good.
Let's go back in with that side. And the bigger the one that you've got, the better. But you can see
Oh my goodness, that's great. Never would have thought of to do
And
that.
you'll get a lovely, and like I said, you can do it when you've got the ink on and lift it, but
Yeah.
I prefer, I'm not gonna lie, I do like doing this way, but go down in, and you could go in with more colours. Obviously I've gone with a really like, autumnal colours there, but you can layer it up and layer it up. And you don't lose the sparkle because where it's picked it up, in here, and I'll show you in a second when we come in close. But this stuff is what you get in your boxes and stuff like that, you know, in your
don't
packaging.
ever throw it away.
Don't throw it away. Use it to create backgrounds. Now I've got a little bit OTT there, as
love
I
it.
always do. But if George can come in close, can you see the sparkle again, George?
Yeah, and the green you
so
can,
you've still got that sparkle, and then you've got a nice little sheet. Now obviously I've done that really quickly. I've done it with darker colours. I would perhaps use some lighter colours to create some different techniques.
Love it.
Your bubble wrap technique can be where you pop your ink down and lift it off, and you get a different look, or take it and put it into and then dab it all over and create. And look, don't throw it away. End of the day, you could use that for something else as well, maybe in your mixed media and things like that. But your bubble wrap will create a nice little technique for you and a nice little background as well. Oh, I'm piling my backgrounds
You
up
are.
here today, Ben.
Absolutely brilliant. And of course, if we don't get a chance to see all of those finished backgrounds at the end of the show, we will show you in masterclass from 2 o'clock. More to come. Of course, we want to see the old shaving foam, don't we? Because that's our fave. That's going to be coming up. Keep the comments coming through. I'll read a few more for you in just a few moments' time. But if you've got items in your basket right now, let's give you a few moments to check out, and we'll come back with the final part of our show in just a few moments' time.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
The one that was really funny, Ben. You did.
It was better than your I'm a gnome and I live in a caravan.
I am a gnome and I live in a caravan.
Can we clip that? Everybody's gone surfing, surfing USA.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on catch up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash. Draw, decorate, and customize your world with the colorful Spectrum Noir acrylic paint markers. Each premium paint marker gives opaque coverage on ceramic, glass, wood, and let's not forget paper, cardstock, and canvas. These versatile markers are filled with highly pigmented premium water-based paint, offering beautiful, rich, and smooth coverage. The colors can be blended together, and the fast-drying opaque paint is ideal for layering. A 3mm bullet tip offers smooth strokes, and a precision valve mechanism allows rich and consistent flow with no clogging. Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Welcome back. What a brilliant show this has been. You guys are absolutely loving it. Shadai says, I keep all the bubble wrap that comes with my parcels from the stores. Rosalind says, I like to use bubble wrap when I'm creating water background scenes. And Shadai also saying, yes, Debbie, I like the bigger bubble wrap too, more effect. Jill just saying it would look great with a jungle look with a few small animal stamps with the bubble wrap. That's a great shout, those colours. And Kirsty Lee says, the bubble wrap and the colours could be used as a camouflage for a card for boys or people in the military. The idea came from my son, who's an instructor in the Army Cadets. And Shadai also saying another technique I love is the twine. We're going to try and squeeze in over the course of the last 20 minutes the shaving foam technique. Will also hopefully, fingers crossed, potentially, that doesn't sound very likely, does it? This hopefully potentially something else, I can't remember what I said now, the pulley string technique.
We're just trying to find some, aren't we?
Some string?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll try and find some. Yeah. Might be able to, oh, you can get it. Will it work with twine, or do you need thick string?
Try twine. I'm not sure of the results of twine, but the more of the baker's twine would be better. But string is the perfect one for it. Yeah. And you can pick parcel string up for about £1, can't you? In most shops,
cheap.
Yeah.
So we'll try and do all of those. But the first one we're going to do is what?
Stamping.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to do a bit of stamping with our lovely stamps. Now, you've got a great starter kit. The pens in there are absolutely fabulous. I'm going to use, again, apologies, but I'm going to use the stamps, the colours from the starter kit. I'm giving them a shake. Oh, Debbie, you've just said.
Oh, yeah, have you done it?
Yes, please make sure you shake them up and down, so you don't get ink anywhere. But what I'm just going to do is I'm going to give it a little bit of a colour straight directly onto my stamp. And I'm giving it a good coverage. And I'm going to put all 3 of those colours on there. So let's go on. Debbie, careful not to do too much of coverage. And then we're going to go in with that lighter one just underneath. And I said lighter, absolutely beautiful. Of course, give it a little mix as well. If you have gone over and have picked up the colour, don't worry. Just take your scrap piece of paper and then just until it comes back into its natural colour, absolutely fine. So don't worry about that if you are using your pens for this technique. Now, I'm going to bring in my stamp and I'm going to steer clear of the huffing for the first one. I'm just going to go straight down with
steer clear of the, what did you say?
Steer clear of the huff technique. The huff technique. I'm just going to go straight in with the first stamp. Yeah. Now, the lovely thing about this is that because it's water-based, you can take your finer details and then you can start to draw out the colour. When you are drawing out colour, please make sure you don't go on with a very, very wet brush. You want a damp brush. And then you're going to draw the colour out. So you can see now, I can draw out that colour perfectly, and you can colour, so stamp and colour at the same time, which looks absolutely beautiful, Ben. And it's again one of my lovely techniques. Of course, do you know what you could do? You could do it with your clear overlay, and you could draw out with your clear overlay as well. So you could take your clear overlay, and then you'd end up with a bit more of a sparkle. So if I take that and then go over and draw out some of that colour. That looks beautiful. Sorry about my little splodge. But yeah, it looks just beautiful. So again, you can see the kind of things that you can do where you can move the colour.
And you can do that with all types of stamps as well, can you? That
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This is just one of mine that I carry around with me. That looks really pretty in itself. But we've still got all this excess ink. And then this is when... this is when you do the huff and the puff, and I'm going to blow your house down.
Favourite technique.
and you're going to stamp again because there's still quite a little bit of ink on there.
Jake's got some string.
Hey, and you can see I've got another lovely, thank you very much. Well, I'm not sure that's going to be enough actually. I think I might need a little bit more than that.
More.
Yeah, I think I might. I'm disturbing his work.
Yeah.
Now again, it's got another secondary stamp that looks just as beautiful as that first one.
Yeah.
Looks lovely, but there's still tons and tons of ink on there. I'm going to stop huffing because I make a right racket when I huff. Oh, hang on a minute, I ran out.
I like it when you huff.
I know you do. When I'm rough.
When you what?
When I'm rough.
No.
When I'm rough.
No, I said
What kind of TV hobby thing is that to say to your missus?
I said when I'm rough. When you huff. Not when you're rough. I've never seen you rough, Debbie. Never.
But look, out of that one little bit of, that excess water, or the huffing technique, you can get a little bit more out of it as well, and you can keep on going until you have no more left, and you stop huffing and you stop puffing, and literally create a beautiful background scene. So again, absolutely stunning, and there's still ink on there, Ben. I could still continue to do so. I could still take my clear overlay pen and draw that out, or of course you could take your little spritzer bottle. Spritzer.
That's a completely different bottle.
I don't know what on earth made me think of that then.
It's all I can think about now.
The spritzer bottle, the spritzer. Spritzer bottle, Debbie. Spritzer and spritz.
Yes.
And move.
Oh dear.
And give it a little bit of what we call the, what I call the hearty-farty look. And start to walk around. Hearty-farty. Do you know when you go into those galleries and you see these kind of things? And it literally, look how gorgeous that looks. And you get more of it, especially if you was doing it with a wet one, you get more of a look. But look at that. If you move that around, look how gorgeous.
That's very arty-farty.
It's very arty-farty, isn't it?
Yes.
Doesn't it draw nice? And so from that one stamp, we stamped and we drew out the colour.
Yeah.
We've got a background stamp and we've also got a arty-farty look. Which looks absolutely beautiful. I love our stamps and I love what you can do with it. And that was there was a bit of tiny ink over a stamp, and you can continue to do that. Now, I'm going to get ready for... I'm going to have a little look at the string.
String
I've got my shaving foam as well that we'll do the finale with.
All right. Whilst you're just getting ready for that, don't forget we've got all of these goodies for you on the show. The starter kit may be the one that you want to go for because you get a little bit of everything, and then you've got the ability to try all of these techniques. That's what I love, is the fact that you can go away from this show even if you've never used any of our glitter and sparkle pens before, and you've got all of these techniques to try. The starter collection is the way to go, definitely, because you're going to get a set of our glitter markers. You're going to get the 6 marker pens. So you've got your neon in there in all of the colours, in your yellow, your violet, your blue, pink, orange and green. Also included in there, you've got a set of your glitter pens as well. That collection there brings you that gorgeous aquamarine. You've got your pink garnet in there, and you've also got your firefly. Stamps included too with the gorgeous butterflies, and you're getting all of the cardstock that you'd want as well, with 16 sheets of your Nina, 15 sheets of your watercolour cardstock, and one of our waterproof ink pads included too. So all of that together comes with a £19 almost, $26.78 saving, £24 or $32. That's the way to go if you want to dip your toe in the water. If you shop the day page, you'll find full bundles of our glitter markers, of our sparkle pens, in lots of different configurations. But that's the way to go today if you want to grab those. Lots of you just saying you're enjoying the show, loving the big butterfly stamp, says Michelle. Beautiful again, says Suzanne. And Mary Rena going, Debbie! I'm not quite sure what that was in relation to, but just a Debbie came through. Are we having a look at the layering panelled eyes? Yes, just here for you. Again, these have been really popular. And again, super brilliant if you are making those backgrounds like Debbie's shown you, whether or not you've kind of made your own specific background or you've got some ink left over on your glass mat and then you're just picking it up with your cardstock. These would look great cut into those to create those panels. And you're getting 4 different designs once again. The beautiful butterflies here with the wings that you can lift out of the actual die cut itself. That's the elegant butterflies. All of these I think would look beautiful with the techniques that you've seen on the show today. You're entwining vines. Imagine using some of these on things like what you're going to see with your shaving foam technique. That's stunning. You saw a card earlier on in the show actually using this particular peacock feather die set, and this one again, how gorgeous is the perfect peonies. All 4 of those today at the best ever price, £16.62 platinum or $20.42 if you're shopping in the US and you're a platinum member. Get those in your basket, you'll save £31.38, and they are at the best ever price that we've done them for today. Lots and lots of laughing emoji faces coming through from the likes of Linda Ryan. Oh, Linda, by the way, saw some of your amazing makes in one of our groups this morning or yesterday. Absolutely amazing. I'm always having a look and always very impressed at all of the cards which you guys are making. Kirsty D just says, oh dear, laughing faces. Alicia Gordon says, not hearty farty, I love it. Arty farty. And Rhonda Crowley says, lol, I always said artsy fartsy.
Artsy fartsy. I'm going to go with that one.
Talking of artsy fartsy, time to go back over to the most artsy fartsy person I know. Is going to be
well, I'm going to attempt the stringing. I'm going to attempt the string. So I would normally do with this link pot where you can dip the string in, squeeze it out.
Yeah.
I've had to just give it a little bit of a coverage. So I'm just making sure. The trick to this is that you make sure you squeeze out all the excess. But I've just covered, and I'm using twine as well. So always I would try and use string if you could. So I'm just going to literally just wrap this round in a little bit of a pattern. This is what our lovely Fiona once taught us how to do this. So, I'm literally just pop that down onto there. I'm going to slap another piece of colour onto the top and hold it down flat, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a tug and a pull as fast as I can.
Ready?
Whoa, really? Oh, it worked!
Oh,
It
nice!
worked. Yeah, I did that. And that's with our lovely twine. So again, you can create some really nice techniques that look really beautiful as well. And you get that lovely string look running through. It works much better with string, I'm not going to lie, rather than twine. But look at that sparkle still in there. So again, another little technique there. However, I want to finish on my shaving foam. So I'm just going to get me kit ready, Ben. I'll just be 2 seconds, I promise.
Michelle Knits for You says, I said I wasn't spending any more money for this month, but have you? It sounds like you have. Lots and lots of you jumping in, grabbing the deals. We've obviously got the Weekend Super Saver, which is that colourist collection, the daily deal drop as well. I mean, it might just be worth whilst Debbie's ready, just quickly showing you that. You've got the folder, the small storage folder for all your stamps and dies. We're going to give you within that the magnetic panels which go in there. So those are all punched, ready to go. 3 magnetic panels inside your folder. So that, for that price on screen, I think already is a brilliant deal. £15.98 platinum, $21.58. But then for free, we're going to throw in a set of our inverted stitch nesting dies in the square. So you get 8 of those. You're also going to get, for free, one of our edgeable dies. You did it. Congrats, or congrats, you did it. I mean, that's looking amazing, isn't it? And it gets even better because we then also throw in, for free, our double diamond from our lattice folding die collection. Unbelievable value for money is that. Pick it up today at $15.98 or $21.58 platinum. And don't forget those discount codes where you can get even more off your cart total as well. 3 codes, save 2, 4 or 6 depending on the amount of items that you've got in your basket, with a 5%, 10% or 15% discount. You can use all 3 of those on 3 different cards. Sorry, Dave, he called you Davey then. Davey. Debbie, not Davey. Where did that come from? Davey. Debbie's getting ready to do the shaving foam technique.
If you can hear the squirty sound, it's me.
Oh,
I'm just getting all my shaving foam ready. I just wanted to make sure I got loads in there. I'm not going to turn the brand around.
That's why I've got none left after I left mine to Debbie 3 weeks ago.
Cheapest chips is the best way forward with this one. And just pour it into, well, you can go directly onto your glass mat if you want to. But I prefer the method of keeping it nice and contained because it does get really messy, this one. Now, when you've got that in, I'm just going to give it a little flatten with a ruler. And I'm going to grab hold of as well. I don't suppose you've got a spare credit card, have you, that I could borrow, Ben?
You talk to me?
Yeah.
I've got.
It won't stay. Well, I hope.
I'll give you my gym card.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not giving you a credit card. Or
Is that what you say to the missus? You're not having my credit card.
You can have me gym card, me breakdown card, or me membership card for the cricket club.
I'll
choose.
have your RAC one.
Right,
I'll have
okay.
your breakdown one.
Yeah.
Right, so you've got... You've got your, I'm doing it again, Ben. What did I say? Recommend shaking up and down
Shake
rather
it.
than down. Put your shaving foam into a container. Like I said, this can go straight directly onto a glass mat if you want. Get yourselves a couple of sheets of paper ready, because please believe me, this is a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
When you add this in, it's absolutely gorgeous, and the sparkle that you get from it is amazing. So I'm going to drop a few droplets into there. So I've got that. I think I've gone with the starter kit again, actually. So, actually, though I'm saying that, I've got a bit of black here as well, because I fancied adding a little bit of drama into this one. So again, pop some down. You don't have to use a massive amount either. You can just drop a few bits of the ink onto there. But you can see already that colour's looking stunning. Shall I add a bit of black?
Yeah, why not?
Let's add a bit of black. Let's not too much, though. I don't want too much drama. Actually, though, there's a beautiful black, gold and silver that, oh my days, why didn't I do that one? I think that would have been delicious. Wonder if there's a bit of silver. Oh, it's not been primed. Ugh.
You're all right. Are you going to do it?
Might have a little bit of
Get in
silver.
there.
This one's been done.
Yeah. We did this last time we were together, and Jamie had a go as well, didn't he?
He did, because he was so blown away, weren't he? He absolutely loved it. Now, looks lovely as it is, but you just want to give it a little bit of a mix. So this is when you're going to take a pokey tool. So let me grab a pokey tool. Or a cocktail stick, to be fair. You could take a cocktail stick and just give it a little play and move around. Whee. So it's almost... Oh, I love that addition with the black.
Oh, doesn't it look nice?
Oh, it does look lovely. Oh, I say... I don't get carried away with this. I never ever tire of this technique. Oh my God, it looks beautiful. Just looking at it from up there, it looks absolutely stunning. I'll go in with a piece of watercolour cardstock first. I have got some smooth cardstock somewhere as well, but I'll go in first with the watercolour cardstock.
Here we go.
Onto the top, push it down into the foam. Make sure the foam makes contact with that paper, and then just lift that off. And then it looks like that. But again, it's nice. But
does it nice?
Yeah, we want to see what it looks like underneath. So grab hold of Mr. Moseby's breakdown cover and scrape away. So scrape away to your, I mean, it's entirely up to you, whichever way you scrape it, but just scrape the excess away.
The black looks brilliant.
Honestly,
in it.
I love this colour combo.
Yeah.
You can see now how beautiful, and the sparkle is still there, but look how gorgeous that looks.
Yeah.
It's psychedelic, isn't it? It's absolutely fantastic. Now, you can also do it, and I've talked about it before, on different coated cardstocks, which people often don't think about. Now, I'm going to mix that up a little bit more, so let me bring back in my, my poke tool, because there's still loads of ink in there. You can always, as well, add a bit more. So if you wanted to add a little bit more sparkle for a little bit more of... what's the word? Shanaz? Panaz?
Shanaz?
Shanaz? Is that a name?
Shebang?
Shebang? Sparkle? Yeah, I know what I meant. Ben. But yeah, we've still got loads in there. So let's go in with a little bit of... is that my double-sided one? Oh, it is. Double-sided, get me. Push down again, make sure it's contacted with that top of that card. Don't be afraid to get messy with this either. There's no right or wrong way, and I'm just going to add a little bit more down into that bit. And again, take your card and then pull away or pull towards, and I love it on coated cardstock because it gives it a real muted sheen, and a soft sheen at that. So let me just bring in, and look how gorgeous that looks on double-sided pearlescent cardstock. That's got a lovely sheen to that. Absolutely beautiful, stunning, and very dramatic and very different to the very first one, which, I'm not going to lie, always when you do the first one, but on coated cardstock, and people think that it will rub off on coated cardstock. I promise you it won't. You've got it then, and it's set down and it's set in, and it's absolutely ready to die cut in to use as a background. Absolutely phenomenal. And then of course you can keep on going, you can keep on adding. Let's drop a little bit more black in there because we're fast running out of time. I can't believe we're nearly at the end.
We're nearly done.
Oh yeah, just finish off using this, and again just keep adding. I've only added 2 colours back into that equation. Give it a little mix. I love it in the black. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Go back in with your cardstock contact. lift. Ooh, I'm looking forward to this one.
Go on.
Let's have a look at this.
Here we go.
Let's have a look.
Where are you going? Up, down, left,
I'm
right?
going to go back. Oh, I like. Oh, I
yes.
like a lot. Absolutely gorgeous. Don't worry about that. Sorry about your card pen. I promise I will clean it before the end of the show. And if you have got some excess shaving foam on, just wipe that off. You can actually get a clean tissue there.
Can you imagine now? I'm going to ring them up next time I break down. Yes, Mr. Moseby, you've got your membership number there. It's 4. I'll be ringing you up, Debbie, to come and rescue me.
Look at this. Look how gorgeous these are. Aren't these fabulous? Shaving foam, I never tire of it. We'll come back later on because we've got another show coming up, which we're going to be doing a bit of a masterclass. I've got a bit of tidying up to do. But I'll show you the others because they should have dried off, so we'll be able to reveal those other ones later on in the sentiment show. So come back and join us at 2. I'm off to go and grab a drink and a little bit of the clean up. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I'm sorry I didn't get everything back in there, but I've tried to cram as much as I possibly could in, just kind of show you what you can do with your sparkle pens and your glitter marker pens too. So thank you very much. All over to you, Ben.
Thank you. We have thoroughly enjoyed all of the techniques and the hints and tips that you've shown us. We've absolutely loved it. Of course, a few of you just asking about demo of the show. It's all been technique-y based, so we know demo of the show in this show. However, you'll be able to vote later on in Masterclass for the card of the show there, and then later on, Second Chance Sunday, demo of the show. Yeah, a demo of the week as well. Up for a nod on that one. Oh yes. And I'm obviously hosting that show as well, so yes, I will be going for the sympathy vote. First star on the board. Listen,
We've got to get you first star up wall. Got to have one.
yeah,
Yeah, it's beautiful actually. I had a lousy at it.
not too bad.
That's too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
No. Anyway, sorry, Debbie's just brought you over here. Thank you very
There you
much.
go.
Thank you.
Nice and clean.
And now it smells great. Other breakdown companies obviously are available. Thank you so much to Debbie. Thank you to you guys for watching as well. We will be back in an hour's time for that masterclass. Don't forget to check out all the goodies on the Shop the Day page, all of these goodies, plus you've got your daily deal drop, and of course you've got your weekend super saver there as well. But we will come back in an hour's time. Until then, bye for now.